Market research pricing is based on two factors. One is the intended audience, and the second is the amount of people that you want to speak with. The more complex the audience, the higher the cost. The easier the audience is to find, the lower the cost. So, for example, if you would like to speak with college students who regularly use their cell phones, these are a very common type of person to find, and the cost would be relatively inexpensive. Versus if you want to speak with lab managers who work in laboratories that focus on the DNA of oncology, then you are going to be dealing with a much rarer population and a much more expensive sample. Additionally, the amount of people you want to speak with also determines the cost. So a kind of standard small sample size would be about 10 to 12 people, which is a much lower cost than doing a larger sample size. For example, what we see in quantitative research often are sample sizes from 500 to 1,000 people. The first thing that determines the pricing is the style of research that's going to be done. Quick surveys are probably one of the least expensive costs versus doing focus groups or very in-depth surveys. These get to be a little bit more expensive. So the amount of time the respondent, that is the research participant, has to spend answering questions for you determines how much we pay them. That cost gets passed on to you. So for example, if we're going to do a 2.5-hour focus group, the amount of money that respondents would require to participate in something like that would be around, at minimum, $150 and upwards from there, depending on how rare they are to find. If you want to speak with high net worth individuals for 2.5 hours, the cost is going to be more expensive because high net worth individuals are much more difficult to attain, and also they see their time as more valuable. And what will be included there is the consultation and the custom research design. Every study is designed individually to meet the needs of the clients. The second thing that is delivered is any kind of raw data. So that could be raw videos, that could be raw transcripts, that could be the raw numbers, the spreadsheet with all of the data in it. And then finally, what you receive is the analysis. And that analysis is going to have key recommendations, strategy. It's going to give you a summary of any and all findings that were found, as well as areas to work on, any kinds of optimizations of your product, and a full recap of what is learned from the respondents.